Yoshi's wish list, lasers and helicopters. You've seen Martin's list of stinky logs. Now it's time to break out the ultimate holiday wish list.
Martin's snot thing.
Yeah, the egg separator with the nose. Oh, disgusting.
He drank from it. Raw egg.
So mine is, I'll be honest with you. Now after all of those,
what's left?
What's left?
A lot.
Well, I'm going to be staying home for the next 3 weeks. After I go to the movies, I'm going to watch movies at home. This is going to be a media week, vacation for me. So I thought I'd do some home media stuff. And there's a couple of things I think are very interesting out there. You know I'm a TiVo fanatic.
Yes.
Love TiVo.
He does.
But I have to say I was very impressed. I saw at Comdex Microsoft's new Windows XP Media Center Edition, and I have to say there's some interesting things to be said for this.
It's actually pretty nice.
Surprisingly nice. We're showing you the Alienware Navigator. This is one version. HP makes one and other companies do. This is $1,700 with an Athlon 2800 Plus, so it's a pretty fast, powerful computer. Alienware is known for its gaming machines, and this would be a great gaming machine, but it's really designed not for your desktop. Right. But to go next to your component rack.
Well, what do we have, like a DVD drive in the front?
There's a DVD, which you can also use for CDs. This is kind of interesting. It's a 6-in-1 reader, so all of the memory reading. And by the way, you put the memory in there from your camera, and I'll show you in just a second the interface.
But will it work with Media Stick 2?
Not with 2, no, but it does have the Memory Stick 1 on it. And you see all of the great connectors, the FireWire and everything on the front, the audio out. It's got a full component things in the back. In fact, it also has component video and a lot of great things coming out the back, S-video.
And a full-on remote control.
Now, does that look familiar? Does it look a little bit like a TiVo remote control? See that button?
Does it go,
It almost does. I think Microsoft
paid attention.
Chastened by the failure of Ultimate TV, said maybe we should do something that looks a little bit more like TiVo, and I think this is a pretty good TiVo clone. Let me show you the interface. This is XP Media Edition. When you start playing with it, you'll see right here. Now, we have XP underneath, and I should say XP is still there underneath. But this is the application that runs on top. You've got my TV, my music, my pictures, my videos.
Do I
play
need
a DVD.
Mouse, or can I control it with this?
You can also control it. It's all designed so you control it with a remote control. Let me just show you with some of the TV stuff. It has regular TV, and if I press,
That doesn't look like, that's because we have a bad.
We have a bad, don't be fooled by our lousy line. If I go to full screen here, just like this, it's regular television, and I can flip through it. But it also has the full capability that, let me go back here. Look at this, picture-in-picture, which is kind of nice.
That's cool.
So while you're doing all this stuff, you're still going to see your TV. We can record TV. We can sort by date, category, by name. We can schedule. But if I go back here, I also can do the standard pause, the TiVo-style pause of television, of live TV, and continue play later. I can do a lot of the TiVo stuff. The guide, now, this is a little bit different. The guide comes in for free from the Internet via a broadband connection.
Really? So no monthly fee?
No monthly fee, which I really like. That's one of the big expenses, the kind of the hidden expense of TiVo and Replay TV, and of Ultimate TV as well. So I can get my guide here. I can record it. You can search the guide and watch. I can record Cosby. And look, very much like TiVo, I can do what TiVo calls season pass, but I can record the series. I just did it. And I'm going to record every one of these Cosby series. I can also do some advanced recording. It has a lot of the TiVo style single show, series, first and rerun, all episodes, keep until space needed. Does this seem familiar?
How big's the hard drive in this thing?
I don't know. I think it's 120 gig, but obviously because it's a PC,
a lot easier to add more.
A lot easier to add a hard drive. I have to say, this for a second effort really from Microsoft. Oh, let me show you one other thing. You're going to like this, Patrick. If I put a CD in the DVD player.
Does it do a CD-DV lookup?
Oh, you're smart. I just put it in. Now watch what happens. I just put the CD in. It's going out on CD-DB, and not only does it look up the titles, it also looks up the art. So it's going to actually, whoops. Yeah, let me play the CD, because I have the TV on, so it has to say, I want to start playing the CD. I said to Tom, Tom, you've got to listen to the new Hank Williams 3. And what's great about this is I can see the CD album cover. I can see it did all of this online, which I think is really great. I mean, I think they've done a nice job of integrating music in here.
It's sleek. It's sophisticated.
All right. Anyway,
can you buy the operating system?
You cannot. Very important. And I think that's part of the reason is you really need to integrate the hardware into the software, and they just really feel like it has to be done right. Now, if you've got FireWire, you've got to have this.
This is the funnest thing we've seen all year.
The FireDino. All right. This is a FireWire hub that lights up when its eyes light up when I plug it. So I can get 4 FireWires out of this. I think we have the wrong kind of FireWire. I don't believe I have a. Is that a regular one?
We have a
see, it's a small one. So unfortunately, it won't work. But you plug it in here, and the eyes light up when you get traffic. I just like the FireWire Dino from Charismax, $75. That's a little pricey.
Can you see the ports on the back of it?
Yeah, the ports, four-port FireWire hub. Everybody should have one of those. Look at this. I don't want to do it. That's all right. They just gave me a special care. We got to move along.
Okay.
This is the Radio Shack Chameleon. When I moved it, it lit up. This glows. Everybody is loving this.
This is a new
universal remote. It's a universal remote, but that's what's neat is it glows in the dark. And when you select things, when I move it, it turns on. When you select something, it actually reconfigures itself to show you the appropriate buttons. So it's much easier to use.
So it's like another one of the LCD style.
And it's kind of weird. It's Universal Electronics does this kind of interesting glow-in-the-dark. I don't know exactly. Luminescent, yes, but I don't know exactly how it's doing it.
Kind of an indiglow thing.
One cool thing. You could teach it, but of course it has codes for most devices. I mean, hundreds of devices. But if more devices come out, I can hold this up to the telephone and add it.
Really?
From the service center. They'll actually add new codes. It's upgradable over the phone.
We can only hope they keep supporting that technology for
I think it's very cool. From Radio Shack, $60 a Chameleon. We've got the Philips DVD recorder. I'm kind of interested in this product. This is kind of a VCR, but it records instead of to a VCR, it records to DVD-R instead of VHS tape, which means I can make DVDs of my favorite TV shows. It uses the Video Plus guide, so I can get the guide off the TV guide and enter in the numbers.
Do you like this better than a TiVo? Is it a complement to a TiVo?
You know, the truth is, I think TiVo is still, of all these things, I already have TiVo, so I couldn't put it on my wish list. But I think if you had to pick one, still I'd get the TiVo. Okay. Let's turn up the speakers because we've got a movie going here, and I want to get the sound up, and then I want to play the movie. This is Pearl Harbor. We're playing it on our monsoons. The FPF 1000 speakers, these are $1,200, and I'm putting it on the big screen using my piano projector. Actually, I'm going to zoom it up a little bit wider here. This projector is great. You see how small the projector is? You could put it in a drawer. It's the PowerPoint technology, but it allows you to project it on the wall. And this is big. This is like a drive-in. If I throw it a little bit farther, I can fill the wall with this. But the great thing about this is the piano actually $3,200, which is $3,300. The best thing about this is they now have component video in, S-video in, and DVI in, so I can take the digital video out of my Navigator, my media center here, and plug it into here, and I can play Unreal Tournament on the wall, fill the wall with the monsoon speakers and Unreal Tournament, and I am a happy camper. Don't you love that?
And Leo never left the house again, and the goat starved.
I took this with me on my last vacation to Grandma's house, to the in-laws, and anywhere there's a white wall or we could hang up a sheet, we could have a big screen movie.
Is that why Megan and I couldn't do our demo with that, because you took it with you on vacation?
Yes.
We'll talk about that after the show. For the
links to
Leo's
demo with us? Really?
Outstanding holiday wish list gifts. In other words, Leo's.
That's mine.
You want to see Leo's stuff?
Yeah.
You can find it at thescreensavers.com. All sorts of links, all sorts of information. And
if I could put those speakers in my pants, I would.
I really don't want to deal with that image. Don't go through the holiday season thinking about Leo having speakers in his pants. Turn it up! Go to our online holiday hub. You'll find free downloads, special gift ideas, and holiday wish lists from Leo, me, Megan, Morgan, Sumi, and many more. Go to TechTV.com/holiday. And prepare for some Yuletide inspiration.
You made his eyes light up.
I did.
Oh, you're so good.
He's so cute.
Look at that. The fire.